Hello, my dear students. I hope you all have been doing well. Today we are discussing experiment number 4, and in this experiment we are going to discuss about how we can analyze the normal inorganic constituents of urine sample. So from lecture number 2 to 4 would be discussing how we can analyze normal inorganic constituents of urine, but from lecture number 2, 3 and 4. In each lecture, although we will be studying how we can analyze the normal inorganic constituents of urine sample, but in each lecture from lecture number 2 to 4 we would be discussing about the different constituents of urine sample. So in this lecture, that is lecture number 4, we are going to study different tests that are used to analyze the inorganic constituents in the urine sample. तो इस ये लेक्चर नंबर हम एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर 4 है, और इसका ऑब्जेक्टिव है कि हाउ वी कैन एनालाइज द नॉर्मल इनऑर्गेनिक कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स ऑफ यूरिन सैंपल. ठीक है, सो हाउ वी कैन एनालाइज डिफरेंट इनऑर्गेनिक कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स of urine sample by using different tests. And what are these tests? These are these tests from test number 1 to test number 6. Okay, so what are our requirements? We are needing for this to carry out this experiment different chemicals, different glassware, and most importantly urine sample. Okay, so here should we will be write one more heading, sample. In that we will be writing urine. So first of all we will be seeing what test that we are going to use to find out the inorganic constituents in the urine sample. These are the Benedict test, Fellings test, coagulation test, Heller test, Hayes test, and Rother test. Okay, so you should have to keep remember these names. All these tests are utilized to find out inorganic constituents in the urine sample. तो सबसे पहला जो टेस्ट है वो बेनेडिक्ट टेस्ट है. इसमें हम क्या करते हैं कि 1 ml बेनेडिक्स रिएजेंट लेते हैं, ठीक है, इन अ टेस्ट ट्यूब, और उसमें 1 ml यूरिन डालते हैं, यूरिन का सैंपल, और उसको हीट करते हैं. ठीक है, तो ये हमारा ऑल अबाउट द टेस्ट. एंड यहाँ पर हम ये जब कर लेंगे ये एक्सपेरिमेंट, तो यहाँ इसकी वॉट एवर ऑब्जर्वेशन वी विल बी हैविंग, we will write here, and then we will write here the result. One more most important thing that you have to understand that ये जितने भी टेस्ट होते हैं उनके जो नेम हैं, उनके नेम ही बताते हैं हमें कि उसमें कौन सा रिएजेंट यूज़ होता है. मोस्ट ऑफ द टेस्ट आर नेम ऑन द नेम ऑफ द रिएजेंट दैट आर यूजिंग टू परफॉर्म दैट टेस्ट. फॉर एग्जांपल, बेनेडिक्ट टेस्ट में हम जो रिएजेंट यूज़ करते हैं वो बेनेडिक्स रिएजेंट यूज़ करते हैं, ठीक है. और फेलिंग टेस्ट में जो हम रिएजेंट यूज़ करते हैं तो फेलिंग्स रिएजेंट यूज़ करते हैं. और फेलिंग रिएजेंट क्या है? This is a chemical that is named on the name of a scientist who discovered it. ठीक है, so if it is the Benedict test, it means it is a name of a chemical that is used as a reagent in this to perform this experiment, and this reagent is named on the name of the scientist who discover or invent it. ओके, तो फेलिंग टेस्ट में अगर आपसे कोई भी एमसीक्यूज में या वाइवा में कहीं भी ये पूछे कि व्हाट इज़ द फेलिंग टेस्ट, तो आपको फ़ौरन क्विकली ये याद होना चाहिए फेलिंग टेस्ट जो है यूरिन के एनालिसिस के लिए यूज़ करते हैं. तो उसमें क्या यूज़ होगा? उसमें यूरिन का सैंपल यूज़ होगा. सैंपल जो यूज़ होगा वो यूरिन होगा, और उसको हम मिक्स करेंगे विथ फेलिंग्स रिएजेंट. अगर तो फेलिंग्स टेस्ट है. अगर बेनेटिक टेस्ट है तो उसमें क्या यूज़ करेंगे? मिक्स करेंगे यूरिन के साथ बेनेटिक्स रिएजेंट. सो नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दी फेलिंग्स टेस्ट. सो फेलिंग टेस्ट में हमें लेना है 1 ml फेलिंग सोल्यूशन इन अ टेस्ट ट्यूब, एंड दीज आर दी टू टाइप ऑफ फेलिंग सोल्यूशन, वन ए एंड वन इज बी. सो वी विल बी यूजिंग A and B फेलिंग solution, that is 1 ml in a test tube, and then we will be adding 2 ml of urine sample in that, and then we will be heating. Okay, and we will be heating in a bathtub. Sometime we use bathtub for heating any mixture, Why? Because we need to provide const means optimal heat to the solution. Means if we will directly heat the mixture on the heat burner, so the means our experiment can go wrong. So you have to keep understand it. So, and test number 3 is a coagulation test. And in this test, as a name is indicated, that this is not name of any scientist. Always, every test not means name on the name of a scientist. Sometimes tests are name on the process that is going to take place in the means experiment or during the experiment, for or to find out the any process during the experiment. For example, in coagulation test क्या होता है, coagulation होती है, ठीक है. व्हाट इज coagulation? क्लम्पिंग. ठीक है. तो हम coagulation टेस्ट में लेंगे 5 ml यूरिन सैंपल और उसमें ऐड करेंगे 4 to 5 ड्रॉप्स ऑफ ग्लेशियल एसिटिक एसिड एंड देन उसको बॉयल करेंगे. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पर सिर्फ लिखा है कि बॉयल करना है. यहाँ पर ये नहीं लिखा कि हमें हीट करना है और वो भी वाटर बाथ में करना है. देयर इज़ अ रीज़न ऑफ दैट. ठीक है. इसको डायरेक्टली हम बर्नर पे बॉईल करेंगे. नॉट वी विल बी नॉट यूजिंग heater or water bath here. And then what the observation we will be having, we will the observe this test tube and the mixture what is present in the test tube, and we write down the observation and then result. And then the fourth one is Heller's test, and this is the this test is named on the name of a scientist. And in this test we have to take 2 ml of um, 2 ml of concentrated 2 ml of concentrated HNO3 and 2 ml of urine sample. Okay, then we mix together. Here is not, should not have to provide any heat, any water bath and anything. You just have to means strictly follow the instruction. Whenever it is written here that you have to heat, so you have to heat your sample, otherwise your experiment will go wrong. Okay, whenever it is written that heat in a water bath, so you should have to heat a mixture in the water bath, otherwise your experiment will go wrong. So in case of Heller test, you need to warm or you need to boil the sample. You just have to mix up. Then you will be you have to observe the sample and write down the result. And then Ruther test, this is again for sorry. And then the number 5 is Hayas test, and in this is also on the name of a scientist. And in this test you have to use 1 ml of urine sample, then you have to add small amount of sulfur powder, and then you have to allow means you will mix first this solution, and then you will allow the content to be settle down. After that you will absorb what you are seeing in the test tube, and then you have to write down the result. And the fifth is Rother test, and this is again on the name of the scientist. And in this test you have to use 3 ml of urine sample. You have to add few drops of 3% sodium nitro peroxide Perside, nitroperside, plus 1 pinch of ammonium sulfate and ammonium sulfate crystal, and then 1 to 3 ml of concentrated ammonia in liquid form. And then you have to shake well before shake well. Then you will have to write down the observation and results. And one important thing that I have to indicate you here, whenever you have to identify any test, that this test is based or this test is means name on the name of a scientist, so you have to see this S in the name of the test. If the name of the test is having this S after the name, then this comma and S, so it means that this test is name on the name of a scientist. So these are few things or small things by which you can easily identify any test. And either if it is a name on the name of a scientist, or it is name on the process that is going during this test. And one more thing, you have to strictly follow the instruction, for example, that is indicated in each test, or that is asked for to perform the test. For example, if it is written here in the Rothera test that you have to take few drops of sodium nitroperoxide, that should be 3%. So your sodium nitroperoxide at any cost should be 3%, not less than or not more than that. Because if you will not be using the sodium nitroperoxide exactly in this percentage, so your experiment will not go right, it will go wrong. So you have to, before starting this test, you should have to check your all chemical are prepared accurately. So this was, after that you have to write down the results whatever you find here, conclusion of results, and then you have to discuss your result here. So I will again uh, I will again I will again color all the chemical in these tests. So all these are the chemical that you have to write in the chemical section. So this was about the today's test. And here in the, whenever you are having different reagents in the test, whenever you have to use different reagent in your test or your experiment, so you will be using the heading chemical, you will be using the heading chemical and reagent, because you cannot write down the name of a reagent under the heading of chemicals, only chemicals, although this reagent is also a chemical, but the more appropriate heading for the reagent will be chemicals and reagents. So in your manual you will write the chemical slash reagents, and then you will write the all these reagents plus the chemicals that are used in this experiment. So this was the experiment number 4. I hope you understand it. Thank you very much, and be prepare for my next video that will be about experiment number 5. Allah Hafiz.